What's up, y'all? It's Prestigeny coming at y'all with the Sparking Zero video about the little honeymoon phase that's kind of worn off of us. I'm like a S1 player right now. You can see on the screen. I don't know if it's like S1 or S2 gameplay. I was like looking at it right there, but I'm gonna just get I'm gonna get straight into it. I've got about 20 points. I'm gonna just like go off the top of the head. I got them in front of me, but they're just like little pointers. I will ramble on about them. But the first thing I want to talk about is the Vanish Wars, and I feel like the Vanish Wars are a little crazy right now with the super countering, because you'll be getting hit from behind or whatever, and then people super counter and you get stuck in a Vanish War. And the big issue with that is when you get to the high ranks like S rank and Z rank or whatever, even A ranks, people play really defensive, spam key blast, and just try to keep the key advantage so they can force you into a Vanish War. And then like at high level gameplay, it's boring because it's just like boom, 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 boom. You know what I mean? So that's something quick they could really fix. One of the fixes I think they could do actually is with the super counter. I really feel like it should be you super counter and there is no Vanish War, because you took skill to super counter. They shouldn't be able to vanish the super counter. It should just be like you get blown away, reset, neutral. Another issue we got in this game, especially in DP battle, is after image. So after image lasts 15 seconds, bro. That's a little too much. If they're gonna make it last 15 seconds, they're gonna have to like make it where you're not getting skill points at all, because you last 15 seconds, you maybe get them in a Vanish War, and then you got your after image again, so they can just keep spamming it and spamming it and spamming it. So I think reducing how long it is or not letting you get skill points would fix that issue. Another issue we got this game is the delay. So when you're fighting the delay, let's say like you're playing online with Wi-Fi, which I don't unless I'm streaming, but let's say Wi-Fi, not plugged in controller, not on a monitor, like I can name multiple things. So we got all that delay, and then you got unblockable supers mixed in with the delay that you can't really vanish. So that's a super big issue. Another big issue is, imagine you come home 10-hour shift or whatever from work, you fight a Dr. Wheelo spammer or whatever, and you beat them and they quit. You get no points or whatever. They really need to add the rage quit penalties. It's a really cut and dry fix. Just penalize the people, find a way that actually works on penalizing them. There's multiple games you can look at. I don't know off the top of my head, but I do know for sure there's multiple games that have rage quitting penalties that actually work. Another issue that's like more of a bug thing that I got on here is when you're trying to do a super and you get a key blast or a perception. I guess you don't get perception, but you get the wrong move is basically what I'm saying. They need to fix that, so when I'm trying to do my combos, I'm not doing random key blast. Another bug type of thing they need to fix is combos dropping out the rush attacks. And what I mean by that is you'll do like 1-2, and then your dude's just like oh, and then he stops. So they need to fix that. It's a pretty easy fix, I'm guessing. It's definitely a bug. Stuck charging in key after you transform, that's another bug they could fix. It's pretty self-explanatory. You transform, and after the transformation you're just stuck in the key pose, and you got to flick the left stick a couple times to move. Key blast and sparking spam, that is another point I've got. You get stuck in the deflecting state, and then every super becomes unblockable. It also does hella damage, so if someone's playing efficient, they're gonna key blast you the whole time and then hit a super, bro. Like your character might be dead after that, and that's not that skillful, so they should really fix that. And the only counter you really have to key blast spam, which goes into my next point I have here, is the revenge counter. If you get hit by it and they don't read the hit and hit you with a super when you revenge counter, revenge counter needs to be fixed because it's low-key useless. It costs 2 bars to be useless, and it's bugged. A lot of the times when you do a revenge counter, you're just like, Annie, are you okay? You freeze in the spot. Like, it doesn't work a lot of the time, so you're left almost losing the game just off using a revenge counter. So they need to fix that. They need to also look at perception being a little too spammable, especially in lower ranks with people who don't know how to deal with it. You just have people, oh, circle, 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 B, 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 or whatever you use the perception on classic controls, but it's just spam, 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 turn around, perception. There should be more options. I'm not gonna lie, I haven't thought about it. Maybe perception could drain more key, or it could be like a timing based thing, which it already technically is. So I think it should just drain more key, because I'm sure when you perception right on spot, you either get a sonic sway or sometimes you get a free counter back move. whatever. Another thing that's an issue in this game are two types of characters, which are giants and androids. Giants, they do too much damage. Their unblockables shouldn't track full screen, and throw should be easier to tech/see and do less damage again because they do too much damage. Androids, on the other hand, also got grabs that do too much damage, but they give them way too much ki and health back. It's crazy. And on top of that, for like a running away type playstyle, you can run the Android 19 or Dr. Gero, and their dragon dashes don't use ki. It's those two specifically. I don't really know why it's those two specifically, but that is another issue they need to fix. Low cost DP characters being too valuable for a competitive standpoint. I know they wanted to run on the game being unbalanced, but I think that is just a marketing cop out, so they didn't want to patch the game, but they've seen the numbers drop 90% or whatever. They need to fix some of the stuff on that. Like Roshi should not have all the stuff he has in his kit when he's not even transformed. Like, it's a little too much. He's got after image, he's got an unblockable, he's got a beam that he can use to deal with giants. Like, he has a lot. He's got another unblockable super, like ultimate super, whatever you want to call sparking. Like that, bro, he got too much. And then he's got a transformation that's still 2 DP, so the switch out cost is still low, because if you guys didn't know, in DP battle, the higher the DP excuse me, the higher the DP, the longer it takes to switch out, which we all know for a stalling game, that's not good because you want your health back. Wait time for games, that can be an issue. I don't know how they'd fix it, but I'm just trying to name issues right now. No stage destruction is a nitpicky issue. There's only 2 stage destruction maps. It's Planet Namek and the World Tournament Arena, or whatever it's called. They need more stage destructions, even if it's some generic stuff. Sometimes it should be like a enableable option. Like, maybe you just go to space on a lot of the destructions. Like, they could do a lot with that. No refreshing on online lobby searching is annoying, and that's a quality of life fix they could add, on top of no quick matches for player match if I don't even want to go into a lobby. Certain characters getting ki when transforming is a nitpick. I think all characters should get their ki back when they transform or something, or at least half, and maybe some other characters get full. But when you play like a top tier like Broly, and they can transform twice and get their ki back, in one of their transformations you can do in their face and use an unblockable, like, that's a little crazy. And lastly, what I got here before I end this is ki blast volley moves. They need to be fixed, and what I mean by that is the specials. Like, you'll have the 2 costs and the 3 costs, and all of them damn near don't really combo, or you can vanish out before they even finish, meaning you do like 2k damage and it's not worth it. So that's like all I got to talk about that I've got written down. This is a lot of the points I feel like the community is echoing, and I just want to add my input into it, even if it's little, just so, let's say an off chance developer sees this, it's like, yo, these are some of the issues that need to be fixed. And if I'm a random good person at the game and I'm saying it, what the other big people are saying, these are issues they really do need to like look at working on. So I hope y'all enjoy your day or whatever, and peace out. I'll be back with some more content.